welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. My name is Maddie. Today I'll be doing the summer reader book tag. So summer is here, unfortunately, because summer is my least favorite season. I hate the heat, but you can't get away from it. Summer comes every year and it's my most dreaded time of year. So I decided to do a summer book tag because it's fitting since summer just showed up. So I picked a book tag, and that is the summer book tag, and there are a few questions to answer, and I'll share the books that I think fit those questions. So why don't we just get started? Question number 1 is Lemonade. Pick a book that started off bitter but got better. I chose The Wicked Deep by 𝐻𝑟𝑒. This book just started off really slow, so it was really hard for me to get into it, but when the plot twist was introduced, I was hooked. I got so much more interested in it, so about halfway through I was like, oh, now I can't stop reading this. So fortunately it got really good. It did get a 4-star just because the start of it was very slow and uninteresting, but it did pick up, so that is great. And this is honestly one of the most memorable books I've ever read. I just really ended up enjoying it, and I would be so happy to read it again. Question number 2 is Golden Sun. Pick a book that made you smile beyond compare. Far from the Tree by Robin Benway really made me smile so much. I love this book. Literally could not stop smiling throughout it. It's a book I read in 2017, and I can't believe it's been that long since I read this book. It feels like I just read it recently, but it's literally been that long. Or it might have been March of 2018. That's still a long time. That was a year ago. But it was so good, and I remember really just feeling this intense amount of happiness just from reading it, and I definitely have to read it again. This one is all about finding lost family. It's about these siblings who were all adopted out and they never knew about each other, but they end up finding each other and they get together and just come to love each other, and it's so flippin' sweet. Great contemporary book that really focuses on the value of family and how beautiful family dynamics can be. Question number 3 is Tropical Flowers. Pick a book set in a foreign country. Now, I could not talk about Fruits Basket for this question because it's perfect, and really I'm always going to find a way to talk about Fruits Basket in a video because it's my favorite story ever. But this one takes place in a foreign country because it is a manga, and manga usually takes place in Japan, which is the case for this one. So it sets place in a foreign country, and it is my favorite manga series, my favorite story in general in the whole entire world. I adore it so much, so I'm always going to find a way to talk about it in my videos. So hopefully you guys don't get sick of that, because it's going to happen a lot. Next is Tree Shade. Pick a book in which a mysterious or shady character was first introduced. So this character isn't shady, but he's very mysterious, and that is a character from Twinkle Stars by Natsuki Takaya, and that is what I think is the love interest of this series, which is Chihiro. He is so flippin' mysterious. I don't know what's going through his head. I don't know what his plans are. I have read the first 3 volumes of this series, and I still can't understand him at all, which is a good thing because that makes him very unpredictable. So he's definitely very mysterious, and I'm interested to see what his plans are, what's going through his head later on, because I'm sure I'll find out. I just gotta keep on reading it. Next is Beach Sand. Pick a book that was grainy and the plot barely developed. So this is such a random book because I've read it so long ago, but I chose Wake. I believe this is by Lisa McMahon, and I just remember zero about this book. It was so painfully underdeveloped. It's about this, if I can remember what it's about this girl who dreams and about people, and her dreams become real, something like that. Something where this girl has this superpower that involves dreams. And while reading this book, it felt like I was actually dreaming this book, because you know how in dreams you'll wake up and not remember what you just dreamed of? That's how I felt about this book, and it's fitting because it's a book about dreams. It read like a dream that I couldn't remember, which is kind of fitting for the actual story, but is actually not a good thing because I don't remember the plot at all. It was just really underdeveloped. The writing style was very unique, but it just wasn't my taste. Next is Green Grass. Pick a character or characters that were full of life, making you smile. So I just picked a book for this one that just had characters in general that made me feel this way, and that is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I just feel like all of these characters have so much life to them. They're in such a tough situation, since this is a paranormal book, has some apocalyptic themes to it, but they just still smile. They're still happy, and they don't let things get them down, especially the main character, Katie. She is a fighter. She will not give up, and I just feel like she has all this life to her. So her love interest too, Damon, even though he's moody, he has so many happy moments too. So I think the characters in this one have a lot of life to them, even though they can be put in some pretty tough and sad situations. Next is Watermelon. Pick a book that had some juicy secrets. The perfect series for this one is Paper Princess by Erin Watt. This book and this series is just full of just all of these juicy secrets and plot twists and drama. It is so addicting because of that. This is my #1 guilty pleasure series for sure. I love it so much. So if you love books that have secrets that you won't see coming and all these plot twists that will get you mind blown, this is one for you if you like trashy books, because this series is honestly so trashy, but it is so good. Next is Sun Hat. Pick a book that had a vast, big universe. So I'm going to go with The World in A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. The world in this series is super big because it is a fantasy book, so there's going to be a big world in it. There's the world of the humans and the fairies. So this is a series that has fairies in it. So if you're into that, you should read this one. Although this is a very popular fantasy series that you might have heard about before. But if you haven't read it yet, you need to read it already because it is very good. Although I don't love it as much as I did the first time I read it in 2015, because I used to be obsessed with this series way back when it first came out. Now I'm just like, it's okay, but it's still really enjoyable, and I would still recommend it even today. The last question is barbecue. Pick a book in which a character was portrayed as a hunk. I went with a new adult book because every male love interest in new adult is portrayed as a hunk, which is a pet peeve of mine. But anyway, the book I chose was Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. The love interest Pike in this book is described as being very muscular and, you know, handsome and all of that. So he fit this one perfectly. But honestly, every single new adult book that I've read can count for this one, which is very annoying because it's unrealistic. Like, can I just read a new adult book that has a male love interest who is just normal? Because not every 20-something-year-old guy has all these muscles and is just totally fit and ripped. Like, come on. There are guys who are not like that. I want to read a new adult book with just a normal guy with a plain body. I don't know. Maybe that's just because I'm not really into guys with a lot of muscle. That might be it, but it's just annoying. It's just annoying. It's a trope that just needs to die down in the new adult category. So there is one more question. That's summer fun. Pass the tag on. I don't know who to tag. I didn't write anything down. So if you want to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I tag you to do it. Alright, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the tag. Let me know if you've read any of these books, because I would love to know what are your thoughts on them. Most of these, except for Awake, are all books that I absolutely adore, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more bookish related videos and anime videos, and I'll see you really soon. Bye!